the one I'm kissing.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No, check, Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, here's Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellet.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They snap it to Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. K1 short with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule and down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tech McKinley with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Let's rock now. Sit. 180.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Nifty move, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 5. Off play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket. And boy, that one drops pass incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Running with Kamara. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Newton. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Newton. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Newton on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat foot.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Dancing to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, that's Connor, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's rock now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. A shotgun snap for Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On 4th down, Newton. They shakes him up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you actually make a good.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now a first down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Newton on first down. Forced out to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
They start with a give to counter, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go now.
They run with counter. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go now. Landing.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Yards on the return that time, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, get right there. Get right there.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Now he's flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Newton. He'll buy some time right. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton steps away to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right there. Look at it. Hurry up.
From the gun, Newton. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
A 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stays.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And they get 14 yards there at a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll set up a throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, the flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. A beautiful fake. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage will be found.
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the...
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey. We got 4. We got 4. Hey.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll set up to throw. And this will complete right side to Funchess. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seat. And now it's blocked. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They run. It's Kamara. Shifts by him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey!
second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey!
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey!
Here we go with Kamara. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke.